He's cute, he's fluffy, and today we are finally making him. Let's crochet stitch together. So as a first, what we are going to need, we are going to need yarn. I am concretely using yarn Art Dolce with 5mm hook, some scissors, tapestry needle and stitch marker. And now we can start. As a first, we are starting with our darker blue. Of course, we are going to need dark and light blue of the colors of the yarn as well, and later on the pink one. But so right now we are starting with the head, and for head we are starting with the dark blue. So we are not starting with the magic ring, but of course you can start with the magic ring. As soon as I'm using chenille yarn, I am not using magic ring because it's driving me crazy when it's like cutting off. So I am using chain 2 method. What does it mean? I will make slip knot. Okay, now I will chain 2, 1 and 2, and in my first stitch I am going to place 8 single crochet. Okay, so 1, I'm going to highlight my first stitch with the stitch marker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, and now actually we have two options. So normally I am crocheting in circle, or let's say in spiral, so I am not having any chain 1 at the beginning. I am just crocheting in the circle. But as I am changing the colors in my head, and usually when you are crocheting in the circle, your stitches are not exactly stacked as you would need. Therefore, when I need to change the colors, I am using, let's say, crocheting in the circle, but with the chain 1 method. What does it mean? That now I am going to slip stitch into my first stitch, okay, chain 1, and I am going to make my first single crochet into the first stitch. Okay, so in the round 2 we are going to be making increases all the way around, which means 2 single crochet in 1 stitch. So into the same stitch I am going to place 2 single crochet. I am going to highlight the first stitch. It's not needed anymore, or let's say necessary, because usually you see basically where your first stitch is starting when you are using chain 1 method, but just in case, okay? And then placing my second single crochet again into the next stitch, 2 single crochet in 1 stitch. So you will be making increases all the way till the end, and I will meet you at the end where you will have 16 stitches together. Okay, now I am in my 15th stitch. I need to do my 16, but every time I am basically using the method that I am not crocheting in a spiral but with the chain 1 method. What I am usually doing is, because usually when you would just simply slip stitch and then continue all the way, let's say how I did with my round 2, usually you have here a little bit hole and it's visible. So I found a trick basically where I kind of hide it and the joint is not so visible. So this is my last stitch right here. And this is a slip knot, this is a slip stitch from the previous round, and this is a chain 1, okay? So what I am going to do is kind of making single crochet together. So I am going into the stitch where I am supposed to go, so to finish my 16th stitch, okay? Grabbing the yarn, and now I should normally finish my stitch and slip stitch, but I am not doing it. I am going there where I had my slip stitch, pulling the yarn as well. Now I have 3 loops on my hook and pulling all 3, okay? So this is how I am basically avoiding this hole. And now I am just going to simply slip stitch into my first stitch and chain 1. Now in the round 3 and round 4 we are continuing with our increases. So in the round 3 we are making increase and then single crochet into the next stitch. So we will be switching between increases and single crochet. At the end I will have 24 stitches, and in the round 4 we are going to make increase and then single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and also switching between those 2 all the way, and at the end I will have 32 stitches, and I will meet you at the end of the row 4. Okay, so this is how your work should look like by the end of the row 4, and as you can see it's really hard to see where you have the join, okay, with this method that I am using right now, okay? So of course crocheter will always see it, but if you are making it as a gift or as an order or whatever, I think the person who is usually not crocheting would not recognize the difference, okay? Plus this will be the back of our head, so no worries. I would I really recommend using this method. I'm using it very often, especially if I am making circles of double crochet or something like that. Okay, now as of row 5 till row 9, okay, we are just going to simply make single crochet all the way, just one single crochet in each stitch. So now we have 32 stitches all together. So single crochet in each row, and I will meet you at the end of the row 9. Okay, so once you are done with the row 9, in the row 10 we are going to start changing the color. So I already started my row 10. So in the row 10 you are going to make first 9 single crochet with your dark blue, okay, 9 single crochet. After you are done with your 9 single crochet, what we will do, just prepare the light blue. We don't need it yet, okay? You are not making any slip knot, anything, just prepare it. And now our 10th stitch, this is our last stitch in this dark blue. And what we are going to do is following. So I am going to put the yarn in front of my hook. Stick it with my finger so it's not basically moving. Now going through my next stitch, okay, pulling the yarn through. Now I have 3 loops on my hook, and now I am not pulling with this yarn to finish my stitch, but I am grabbing the light one. I am keeping a little bit longer tail, okay, come on, holding everything tight also from the back and pulling through all 3 of the loops. This first part is a little bit tricky, okay, good. Now what we are going to do is we are going to make 12 stitches with the light blue, but before we do that so I made my first, let's say first 1 and 2 stitches, okay, and now I am making sure I am tightening up both of those 2 ends that I have here, okay, so make sure nothing is visible and we have clean color change, as you can see, and we have no hole here. Be careful, especially with this dark blue, because when we were making this yarn kind of in front of the hook, it can create a hole, so you need to really tied it up, so then you are closing that hole, okay? So now I am going to make, let's first make only 11 stitches. So this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now how I will finish 11 stitches. And now how I will do my 12th stitch is exactly the same way how I did with the dark color. So I am going with the yarn in front, holding it, going through the stitch, grabbing the yarn, and now I am not finishing with my light blue, but I am taking from here. I didn't cut the yarn, I will be not cutting it because I am lazy, so I am keeping a little bit longer tail here, so do not tighten it up, otherwise your toy will start to lose the shape. So leave a little bit longer tail there and just pull the yarn with the dark one, okay? So now we are going to make, let's say, 2 stitches with blue, okay, and now we are just going to little bit tighten everything up so everything is holding. Do not put too much pressure because it's a chenille yarn, so it can break easily. And now you see how clean we have our stitches, our color changing, okay? And now we are just going to simply finish off single crocheting all the way till the end, which is 10 single crochet. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will single crochet all the way till the end, and I will meet you at the beginning of the row 11. Okay, in the row 11 we are going to start decreasing, and this will be a little bit more tricky, especially with the color changing all together. So as the first we are going to make a decrease. So I just made my chain 1 and I am making invisible decrease. What does it mean? I am grabbing the front loop only going into my next stitch, grabbing only front loop only, pulling the yarn through the first 2 loops, and then finishing. Okay, so this is my first stitch and my first decrease, invisible decrease. Now I am going to single crochet into next 2 stitches, so 1 and 2. Now I'm going to make decrease again, so I will show you again. So front loop only, going into the next stitch, front loop only, grabbing first 2 loops, and then pulling through first 2 loops, then 2 single crochet. Now we are going to make decrease, okay, again, so front loop only. This little one is a little bit trickier. This is the one where we put kind of 3 loops when we were changing the colors, so be careful there. Okay, this is my decrease, and now my single crochet I am going to make here, but this is my last stitch of that color change. So every time I am making my last stitch of the color change, I am making it with the, before the color change, I am making it with the yarn in front of the hook. So I am putting my yarn in front of the hook, going through, now pulling through, now I have 3 loops, okay, and now I am finishing with the light one, again leaving a little bit longer tail and finishing it with the light one. Perfect. And you will see here I have the hole, which is why it's very important that once we do several stitches we tighten it up. Okay, I will show you. So now I made my last single crochet, so now into the next stitch I need to make single crochet, okay, and now I am making decrease again, so decrease, now single crochet into the next 2 stitches. Don't forget to tie your stitches here, okay, so especially this one and this one, and you see the hole is gone, it's not there anymore. Okay, good. So this was 2 single crochet. Now I will make decrease again, decrease, and then 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. Okay, and this one is a little bit tricky because we are supposed to do a decrease, okay, but also, okay, I have my last 2 stitches here in front of me, but here I need to make a decrease. But before I will do the decrease, I will pull my yarn in front of my hook, going into the front loop only, going into the front loop only, pulling through first 2 loops, okay, and now I have 3 loops as usual, and I will finish it with my dark blue, so again leaving longer tail and pulling through. And now I will make single crochet. So after I made my first 1 single crochet, I am making second single crochet, again tightening up a little bit the color changing so I don't have any holes, anything, and you see that we don't have any see-through or anything, okay. So now I will make a decrease. So basically, if you might have noticed, we are simply decrease, so this whole round is about that you will make 1 decrease and then single crochet into the next stitches. We just needed to kind of little bit split it between the color changing, okay. So now I will just simply finishing off everything with my blue yarn, which means that now I need to repeat 2 more times decrease and 2 times and single crochet into the next 2 stitches. So I will meet you at the end. Okay, in the round 12 we are going to firstly make 2 times split between decrease and single crochet. So I will make decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet. Actually, I will make it 3 times, so then 1 more decrease, single crochet, but I will meet you when you will be making your last single crochet with the dark blue. So just repeat 3 times, decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, okay? Okay, so now I am going to make my last single crochet with the dark color, so as it is my last stitch as usual before color changing. So I am grabbing the yarn in front of the hook, going through the stitch, now pulling the yarn, not finishing it with the dark one but with the light one, again leaving a little bit longer tail, Okay, come on. Now immediately I'm going to make here decrease and single crochet. So this is basically all the way to, but before I will continue, I will tighten it up, everything up here. Good, so I don't have any holes. Perfect. So decrease, single crochet one more time. So decrease. And now single crochet, but this is my last time I'm making basically my last stitch with the light blue, so I am going to with the yarn in front, not finishing it with the light one, going with the dark one, finishing it off. And now I am making decrease, so come on, front loop only. This is the one where we change the color, so it's a little bit trickier. Okay, good. Front loop only, and finishing off, tightening up the edges. Okay, so that we have everything good. And now I am just simply going to continue finishing off. So this was my decrease, so I am going to repeat decrease single crochet 2 more times. So we are going to make 3 decreases with the dark one, 2 decreases with the light one, and 3 decreases with the dark one for the row 13. Okay, so now at the end I am just going to simply slip stitch into my first stitch. Okay. And now fasten off, leaving a long tail for sewing in. If you want to sew with the chenille one, or maybe you can just sew with the normal worsted yarn, depends how you trust your chenille yarn, okay? So be very careful with the closing, it's always tricky. We are cutting also our light one, little bit leaving longer tail, hiding it there, okay? If you need, you can fill a little bit your toy more, so which I will definitely do. Okay, and now I will close the toy, so I will put my hook through inside out and grabbing the yarn and pulling the yarn with the longer tail, and then from the other way around. Okay, so you are always switching from outside in, inside out. Okay, going through all of your remaining stitches. Okay, I did my last stitches, so now I am closing up. Be very, very careful here, especially with the chenille yarn. Okay, do not cut it because I already feel it like it's, let's say, a little bit stranded. Okay, good. And our head is done. Now we can. Okay, so the paws that are on top, so let's say the upper one, we are going to just make chain 1 or chain 2 method or magic ring, make 8 single crochet, and we are just going to simply single crochet in every row. So every time we will have 8 stitches, and we are making it till the row 4. So we are going to make 2 of them. And when it comes to the bottom one, so we are starting the same way. So we are making first 8 single crochet. In the row 2, we are going to increase. So at the end, we will have 16 stitches. From the row 3 to 4, we are just going to make simply single crochet. And at the end of the row 5, we are going to decrease. Okay? So, and once your paws are done, we can continue with our ears. For the ear, we are firstly starting with the inner ear, so we are going to start with the pink one. So we are going to make a slip knot. Now we are going to chain 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We are going to single crochet into the second chain from my hook. So simply single crochet, basically all the way till the end, which will be 10 single crochet. Okay, so 2. Now once I done my 10 single crochet, I'm not going to turn my work or something. I am going to actually continue on the other side of my chain. So into my 10 stitch, I am going to place my first stitch from, let's say, the other side. I am also trying to hide my tail here, so always, again 10 stitches as well. So we are going to count 2 and crochet all the way till the end. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so basically you have all together 20 stitches. So 10 sides on this side, 10 on this one. So now I'm going to chain 1, turn my work and do another row of these 12 stitches, of these 20 stitches. So if you are not sure, count them all the way through, okay? And I will meet you once you are done. Okay, our inner ear is done. We can just simply fasten off. We don't need to leave a longer tail because we are not going to sew it. We are going to kind of crochet it. So this is our inner part. We are going to make one more because we have 2 ears, and now I'm going to show you how to do the outer part. So you are going exactly the same. Basically you are just making 1 row more, so you are not making 2 rows but 3 rows, and I will meet you once you are done with the 3rd row and I will show you how to join those 2 pieces together. Okay, so once you are done with your row 3, okay, so now this is how I am. So I am going to put it, let's say, inside what is there. Now I'm going to grab my pink part as well, put it there. I will try to hide also the remaining yarn from my pink inside, so we don't need to weave it. Okay, so something like this. Now first what I am going to do is chain 1, and now I am always going first through the pink part. So, and I'm just going to repeat single crochet, but I am now going through basically both from the pink and from the blue one. Okay, so 20 stitches all together. So 1, 2, and all the way through. So all the time make sure you are grabbing all the loops. Okay, so from the pink as well as from the blue, you count so you don't make a mistake. Okay, and this way you see how we are joining all the pieces together, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, so our ear is done. This remaining pink one doesn't matter that it's going off because basically we will be sewing the ear together. So leave a little bit longer tail, okay, fasten off, perfect. And now we are going to grab the tapestry needle and we are just going to fold it in half, okay, like this, and just going through simple all of the stitches. Watch out if you are using chenille yarn, okay, so just kind of sew it together, hide the pink one there, but leave long tail enough to sew it like together like this, and then on the head as well. Okay, so just tighten it up here, make a knot a little bit to secure it. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial so far, and for the part 2 you can see the video up here. Until next time, happy crocheting!